So, good evening. We are back again, usual Monday antics. And again, the two fallen giants of English football have tried to outdo each other again. Rance, how you been, man?
Yeah, all right, bruv. Do you know what I mean? I'd already given up on top four, so really and truly, bruv, it's just another day, blood, man. Just going through the motions, just seeing the season out, innit? Like hella free hits, bruv. That's what it is, bro. You know what I mean? That's just what it is, man. Free hit after free hit after free hit, bro.
It's actually mad because we've both lost to Everton this season, and look how bad they are.
Oh yeah, I forgot, bruv. I forgot you lost to them as well. Oh my days,
Mate,
bro.
this manager has lost to Everton 3 times out of 4 games he's had against them. Yeah, I see yesterday somebody did a thread on Twitter, 39 reasons why or times we could have sacked Arteta. And
I told you, but this is what it is. Like he could have been sacked bare times. However, do you know what I mean? On like the form that he was on, yeah. Like anyone that wasn't Arteta out before would have had no reason to be Arteta out because it looks good on paper. But when you look at it, my man's outstayed like many times. He survived many times he shouldn't have. And it was exactly the same with Oli. There were bare times where he should have got sacked. Then he momentarily turned it around for like 4 or 5 games. But then, bro, listen, you can't escape life, bro. I swear down, you can't run away from it, right? It catches up to you, innit? It catches up to you.
Yep, 100%, mate. And this is what I keep saying to people: irrelevant runs of form that lead to nothing are irrelevant. Like, we were at the start of the season, we lost the first 3. We had a planned protest. Turkish was involved in that for the Chelsea game, second game of the season after we lost to Brentford. We had hardly any signings in. That week, we then dropped Martin Odegaard in and Aaron Ramsdale, which nobody wanted, by the way. Not a single Arsenal fan wanted, and he's been our player of the season. And that planned protest, Josh Kroenke was at the game. First home game for 2 years at full capacity, and everyone decided, oh, Odegaard and Ramsdale's enough, let's not protest. And Turkish was stood there with about 6 other people. Yeah, then we go, I think it was 11 unbeaten, and we were sat 7th. Yeah, then we win 5 straight games, and we were sat 6th or something. Yeah, then we end up in 4th for Christmas, and everyone's getting gassed. Yeah, then we go on another unbeaten run, which has just come to an end, crashing down against Liverpool. Then we lose to Palace. Then we lose to Brighton. He's only won 1 game in 5 against Palace as well, by the way. Yeah, I mean, 1 in 5 against Burnley as well. I mean, some of the teams, mate, it's the first time he's done a double over Aston Villa since he's been our manager. It's actually insane. And people want to sit there and keep gassing up irrelevant runs of form. You lot were doing it. Yeah, your fan base were doing it.
Yeah, bruv, we went from 6th to 6th with Oli, bruv. I think we went on 25 unbeaten or something and didn't move league position.
Yeah, 20. I think it was 29 away games. She didn't lose a game.
Yeah, unbeaten.
And that season,
to not go nowhere.
Yeah, when you sat second, yeah, everyone was like, oh yeah, now we're getting this player in and that player in, and now we can push for titles. Everyone was suing around the car park with Ronaldo signing. You know, Jadon Sancho's in, Varane's coming, bruv. It is.
But that's you know what's so funny about that situation? I didn't want Ronaldo, I didn't want Varane, you know, like that. And it's funny, all these men clip me up and all that shit. And now Varane's always flipping injured. Another game that Varane wasn't available for. Do you know what I'm saying? Varane's looking like he just come for the money. The geezer's on what 340k or something. Because I think David De Gea's on like 375. I think, yeah, he's on over 300 grand a week here, and the guy plays once every 3 games or something like that. Like if we're lucky, the guy's a sick note, bro. Like he finessed us nicely, bro. This guy is dusty. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. And to be fair to Sancho, someone say Sancho's a flop. You man can look back and you'll see that I also said that Sancho's gonna struggle when he comes to the Premier League straight. He won't hit the ground running because I know the style of player he is. He's not an explosive player. And also the way Manchester United play, bro, like he doesn't have players around him to link with. So I knew Sancho was going to struggle at the beginning. I said it. So at the end of the day, I don't think Sancho's flopped at all. But he hasn't come in and had like an immediate impact. But he's a top player and he'll work it out. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what it is. Certain men that don't watch Sancho, Some man that don't watch Sancho will say he flopped because his GA is not amazing, but that's like saying Jack Grealish has flopped at Man City. He ain't flopped. He's just not one of them GA players, bro. He's never been that. Even at Villa, like
why Sancho's not done it this season compared to what he did last season. Number one, he's been playing him left wing. Well, I'm sure he was playing right wing at Dortmund. So why
he was, but he does play both sides. To be fair,
I know he can switch, but predominantly he's right, isn't he? Yeah, he's right hand side. Cut him.
You know what? It depends on the manager because some managers have played him on the right, some managers have played him on the left. He's played a lot on the left at Dortmund, but he's also played on the right. But he's always played both. However, I just feel like when you're playing on the right hand side with Wan-Bissaka, it's mad, innit? Like we saw it last game. They played Rashford on the left, bruv. How can this brother play on the right hand side with Wan-Bissaka? That right hand side is redundant, fam.
Oh, he was shocking as well, by the way. That's
Wan-Bissaka had a 45% pass completion rate at right back, bro. Like at one point, the brother had given the ball away to the other team more than he'd passed to his own team at one point in the game. Do you know how bad that is? That should never be the case.
Mate, do you know what was mad as well? I can't remember the fella's name. Yeah, that pressed him all the way back to the touchline. Yeah, and then he won a corner out of it. And at that point, I'm just like, bro, this guy, oh my God. That just sums up his United career, really. And the thing is, when he went to Man United, I thought, actually, he's not a bad player. He looks all right. He was playing pretty decent. I think you overpaid for him at the time, even though I did think he was pretty good. But the step up from going from Crystal Palace to Manchester United and the expectation at Manchester United, he can't hack it. Yeah, he can't hack it. And he has been absolute gash since he has played for you lot. Yeah, and he's not the only one. Mate, we could reel off 15 players that you've signed that have been crap since they've gone there. Like, and it's mad. True. Surely, I know you've had Ollie there and he weren't any good at anything. He was just vibes. Yeah. But now you've got a guy in charge that has been in and around football most of his adult life, if not all of it. Yeah. But he's never managed a team on that level. He's never really managed properly, has he? Let's be real here. Yeah. He's more of a director of football than he is a manager, which is why I think that a lot of your players look like they just don't give a toss. Me personally, Ralph
isn't. I don't think Ralph is a manager. Ralph's a coach, innit? But he's not a manager. And it's one of them ones where, because he's a coach, that's why he's so good as a director of football, because he's good at identifying talent. Do you know what I mean? That's what coaches are. Do you know what I mean? Managers are different. Like, do you know what I mean? Having to manage players, get the best out of players and do all those other things, those are not necessarily what managers are. And that is the difference between someone like a Wenger and a Sir Alex Ferguson, bro. And that's what I say. Wenger was a way better coach than Sir Alex Ferguson, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, Wenger could make players better, but Sir Alex Ferguson could get the best out of, like,
what he had, like,
out of anything, bro. Like, man was playing Chris Smalling at right back and that. You know what I mean? He just knew how to speak to people, innit?
Fucking Bebe,
bro. He just knew how to speak to people, innit? Like, and his skill was the fact that he could literally have man playing above their level just off pure emotion and that. Whereas Wenger is the guy that will coach you. He's the guy that identifies talent, bro. When you look at the talent ID, from that manager, he could easily be a great director of football, bro, because he knows what he's looking for. Do you know what I mean? He knows what he's looking for, bro. Like a certain profile of player, Wenger will find that. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you know what? Yeah, you've got a great point there, because we had the likes of Santi Cazorla. Yeah, like nobody really heard of Santi Cazorla before he came to us. I think the geezer's still playing. Yeah, he was fantastic.
He's still playing, I think.
Alexander Kleb, quality footballer. Yeah, Nasri, quality footballer. And it was always them types of players. Where I felt Wenger lacked, was when he was trying to identify defensive players. Yeah, because
because that's just not his style. That's just not his style, though, isn't it? Like, and you know what? Like, that's not. I wouldn't say that that's his fault. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just his style, isn't it? Like, it's one of them ones where, because he was so focused on playing football, he wanted defenders that could play football, but he wasn't thinking about defenders that could actually defend, innit? And it's like, I completely get that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I completely get that, and that was his weak point. But that is why he should have had a number two that knew what he was doing. My biggest problem with Arsene Wenger was the fact that he had bag of yes men around him, and he didn't really have anyone that would challenge him and kind of say, all right, cool, we need to do something different. It was kind of just he just ruled like with an iron fist in it. Whereas with Sir Alex Ferguson, he always changed his number twos, and he was a bit more open to letting other people do things, because maybe he wasn't as good a coach. Do you know what I'm saying? But he understood and he brought in number twos. Whereas Wenger, like, bro, like I'm surprised that I never saw no ex-Arsenal players go back there, like not on any of the high-profile ones. Do you know what I'm saying? Like even like him and Henri's relationship's a bit shaky. Like, do you know what I mean? Same with like the Vieiras and that. And there's definitely something in it. I think it's definitely a man management thing with Wenger, why maybe at certain times things didn't go for a minute. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just
100%.
what it is.
We as a fan base always cuss Adebayor, yeah, for going to Man City and running the whole length of the pitch when he scored, right? But it comes out years later, and I didn't believe it at the time. It comes out years later. He did like a 20-page article in a newspaper saying like basically that he went in, that he'd scored 30 odd goals that season before. He went back for training in pre-season, and they said, "Yo," Wenger goes, "Yeah, we've sold you to Man City, mate. Yeah." And he goes, "Boss, I don't want to go." He goes, "If you don't go, we're putting you in the under-23s." Yeah. So then obviously he goes. Our fans then think that he's a snake and he's this, he's that. It was only when Van Persie sat on BT Sport a few years after that and said, I went and asked what the ambition was.
He said they didn't give him an offer.
And they said he never, I wanted to know what the ambition was. It just bagged 30 odd goals. Yeah. And they never offered him a contract. It was like, oh my days, Adebayor was right. Now Van Persie's confirming it. It's like, why? I don't get it. And the thing that winds me up with that situation is that both of them were bagging for fun, right? And we had good midfielders in that team as well. All we had to do is go and get a couple of good centre backs, yeah, and we would have been pushing on towards a title. And it was like we didn't need to sell these players. The stadium was 20 million a year, like for 25 years. The Champions League every year paid the stadium debt, and it was like, why? Yeah. I reckon he was getting paid a percentage of the profit if we sold him. That's the only thing.
Oh, he definitely had shares in the club for sure.
But yeah, you're right about Fergie. Fergie changed up his number 2 every 3 years, 4 years,
3 years or something like that. Yeah, we had Kid, McLaren, Kerosh, and that is literally over the space of Phelan. That's 4, bro. That's 4, like over the space of probably, I'll say 12 to 15 years. Like, bro, like man has to do that. Do you know what I'm saying? And like you have to respect it. Rennie Mullenstein was with the academy, like, so Mullenstein wasn't his direct number 2 from what I believe. From what I remember, he worked with the kids, Rennie. Do you know what I mean? So he was like an in-between. He was kind of doing what what's his name? What's that brother that was there with Carrick? McKenna. He was doing what McKenna's job. I think Rennie Mullenstein was doing that. He wasn't his direct number 2 at any point.
Fergie never used to do the training sessions, did he? He used to sit in his office.
Never. He never used to do them. Do you know what I mean? He stopped being on the pitch, I think, in the 90s at some point. I think like towards like the mid to the end of the 90s, bro. Like he wasn't on the pitch. You always used to see Sir Ferguson with his hat on and his jacket with his hands in his pocket. He was never taking the training sessions, bro. But we know that. Do you know what I mean? Whereas Wenger, you can tell Wenger had like a philosophy and identity.
He'd be playing piggy in the middle, trying to get the ball back as they're kicking it around it.
But that's what I'm saying. Like Wenger was fully like a coach in it, and his talent ID and improving players and seeing, you know what, like Henri's a winger at Juventus, I'm gonna turn him into a striker and all these things. Like, bro, he's got an eye for these things. This is what Wenger's good at: his attention, his eye for detail, and all of those things. But do you know what I'm saying? It's like his man management is the reason why he fell out with Van Persie, fell out with Adebayor. From what I know, him and Henri ain't on great terms either. Do you know what I mean? And it's just like he's falling out with a lot of like high-profile Arsenal players, isn't it? And so it's one of them ones where I think ultimately his man management and how he liked to kind of be the be-all and end-all, yeah, like that's probably why he didn't evolve and he didn't kick on. Do you know what I mean? So I think with Ralph, it's similar in the sense that he's a great coach. Like he understands the game of football. You can tell by when you hear him speak. The same way with Wenger. When you hear Wenger speak, you have no doubts that the guy knows football, innit? However, knowing football and being able to get a tune out of certain players is a different ball game. That's why Ralph, and like Wenger, likes young players that are not at the top of their game yet, with loads to prove, loads of enthusiasm, and they'll just do what they're told, innit? Like they prefer to work with those players. Van Gaal's the same. He prefers to work with academy players. He'll rather work with an academy player than work with a 33-year-old experienced player, because them older players don't really do what they're told, fam. And Man United, we've got the problem now where I know Ralph would rather have 11 Alangas, bro. He'd rather have 11 Alangas because Alanga's the only player that looks like he's playing out of his skin for the manager. Maybe him and Jadon Sancho. That's about it. You know what I mean? The rest of these players look like they're playing for themselves, bro.
100%. And let's be real, they probably are playing for themselves. You know,
and Fred as well. You're right.
Yeah, they probably are playing for themselves. Pogba's probably not going to be there.
Yeah, yeah, he's not interested.
Yeah, mate, he didn't even make the starting 11. When I'm seeing that, I'm thinking,
yeah, he didn't. But to be fair, he's fasting though. He's not the only one. Mahrez didn't start for City. A lot of the boys that are fasting aren't starting games.
Yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. And then you like, I mean, I didn't even know Ronaldo was on the pitch. I can't lie. I did not see that guy at all. Yeah, and it's like, wow.
You should have seen the compilation they made for him after, mate. Madness.
Mate, did you see him throw the phone out of the kid's hand?
Bruv, slapped it. Oh my days, he slapped that, bruv. Oh my days. The only shot he had on target all day.
Bro, that was the most amount of touches he had as well, bro. You know, like that, fam. Man said he had more touches of the phone than he did of the ball, fam.
Yeah, crazy. I think he's offered the kid a chance to come and watch Man United, as if the kid ain't had enough drama. Do you know what I'm saying? Like enough torture. He's now going to want to go and watch that. Really? Like, come on. I think the old Bill are investigating it as well, but obviously he's Ronaldo.
Oh, yeah, that's criminal damage, bro. Like, come on.
But see, I see somebody sent me the video, but the video had no sound, and it was a tweet.
Yeah, but
the
it's
video,
bruv,
and all the comments were saying that the kid was abusing Ronaldo and this and that, and then Ronaldo apparently said something back and slapped the phone. I don't know because I couldn't hear it. There was no.
No, because he was injured. He was limping, innit?
Yeah, his shin. Yeah. And I think the kid was trying to put the phone on his towards his shin, and he just slapped.
Yeah, he slapped the thing. Boom. Hilarious, bro.
It's mental. It's like you got players like that in your club, mate. It's no good. Like, it's really no good. Like he's obviously had a shit game. He's pissed off with his own game more than the team losing. Yeah, that's all it is. And then he's had a kick on his shin, and he's just crying like a bitch, like he always does. But to do that to a kid, man, I don't care whether the kid's calling me every name in the world. You don't slap the.
But you know what it is? I wouldn't be surprised, if somebody else said something and he saw the kid and just slapped the phone in it because he thought it was the kid. But they're saying that the kid wanted a selfie and.
Well,
but there were guys. There was a guy like proper cussing off Bruno and all that. Like, I was dying, bro. Like, 2 fingers up, whatever. Like, shouting at him and that. So them Everton fans were giving it to him. So I wouldn't be surprised if Ronaldo, heard something else and then slapped the thing, and it wasn't even the kid.
That kid with the phone,
he just slapped it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. Big up to everyone watching. It's 1350. And make sure you subscribe to Rance's channel. It's in the title. And make sure you go and subscribe and follow the Twitch. That is in the live chat. I will come back to the super chats in a minute. Did you see the long Twitter thread about why Arteta should be sacked? Yes, I did. I read it out on the podcast yesterday, all 39 reasons. The pinned comment on the podcast is another 14 reasons why he should be sacked as well. It's actually mad. There's like literally you could name about 70 different instances why this guy should be sacked. But you lot are linked with Ten Hag. Apparently he's had talks. Apparently it's progressed and blah blah blah. Like,
but now they're saying that he's not committing to Man United. I don't blame him as well. Like, I respect Ten Hag, innit? I always said, if he's the guy that I think he is, he's not going to settle for anything less than full control at Manchester United, innit? And from what they're saying he's talking to Leipzig, RB Leipzig, and basically, unless Man United give him full control over who's coming in, then he don't want the job. Like, he's made it abundantly clear that he's not taking it like for anything less than on his terms, innit? And I have to say, I respect that. Still, I respect it. So it's not a done deal. Like, there's been advanced talks, but make no mistake about it, my guy. Like, it's not done. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if we don't end up getting him. Do you know what I mean?
I wouldn't be surprised one bit. I've seen a lot of your fans on social media just going over the top like it's already done. But unfortunately, that's the modern football fan now. Like, one little thing and, he's definitely coming. Then when he don't come, he was crap anyway. Do you know what I mean? Didn't want him anyway.
Oh, facts. Facts.
That's how it works, isn't it? It's like, Aubameyang, scored again yesterday. Yeah, our dwarf up front. I mean, he's just pathetic, literally pathetic. I don't think he scored an open play goal for about 19 hours of football. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Yeah, and then Aubameyang, albeit he weren't doing a great job at the time when we got rid, but he was still our second top goal scorer, one behind the top. And since then, everyone's going, oh, yeah, but you can't compare Aubameyang at Barca because he was washed at Arsenal, blah, 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 blah. Stop comparing the goals tally. Well, he scored 10 goals since he's left, and Arsenal have scored 12. It's actually mad.
Yeah.
And then you look at how many goals Lacazette and Eddie have scored since Aubameyang's left, and I think
in all fairness though to Arsenal don't score goals anyway. Doesn't matter who's there. Like Arsenal's biggest problem has been goal scoring, bro. Like they had a negative goal difference for like most of the season. So,
bro, we're 16th in the league on created chances. 16th.
Well, there you go.
And then people are sitting there going, "Oh yeah, he's changed this, he's changed that. Oh, we've got the style of play. Well, what's the style of play then? Hope Saka does something." Like it's just ridiculous, mate. It's pathetic. I don't know if you watched the game. Did you watch the Brighton game?
No, just the highlights.
Well, there weren't many.
Not for you, lot. There wasn't. There's a few for Brighton.
Their goals were class. I can't lie. Their goals were mad. Bro. I think they'd only scored one goal in like 8 games or something before they played us. And again, they come and play us off the park. We put Granit Xhaka at left back. Oh my days, what are we doing, bro? Yeah, and we capitulate again. And it was only until like I think it was the 88th minute when we hit the bar from Odegaard's free kick, and Eddie hit the bar straight after. It was then all of a sudden we want to play football. And then what made me laugh is Odegaard scores, mad goal, deflected though, but mad strike. And then all of a sudden he's like waving the crowd, like, yeah, come on, mate, the crowd had left. Who are you waving to? It was a fire drill on 81st minute. And it's like, why do you suddenly want to play in the 89th minute? What have you lot been doing all week? Yeah, apart from putting out your stupid posts about we go again. Yeah, like fucking go again.
Man are so predictable with that nonsense, though.
It's crap, bro. I want to show you a tweet, yeah, because Brighton have triggered top gooners. Brighton Football Club have absolutely triggered all the fans. Let me bantering Ben Wright. Oh yeah, Ben Wright came from Brighton, didn't he? Yeah, bro, that guy pissed me off. Right, I think he's shit anyway. Yeah, but when Trossard, who by the way is a fucking good player, I've been saying that for about 2 seasons now. He's a good player, man. Yeah, and he took his goal really well. But when Trossard got substituted, yeah, Ben White high-fived him. We're 2-0 fucking down, and he high-fived him. I know it's ex-teammates and that. Do that in the dressing room after the game when there's no cameras and you're not 2-0 down, mate. You've lost. It's game over. You're in the dressing rooms, yeah? I'm just standing there with a smile on your face to your mate, high-fiving him when he scored against you. Like, that is fucking ridiculous. Yeah. Like, but apparently he's changed the culture. Really? Eddie Nketiah cupping his ear to an empty crowd against Fulham last season. Lacazette jumping in the crowd this season to equalise against Palace in the 95th minute. That changed the culture. The only thing he's fucking changed is his wig every week. That's about it. Yeah, look. Ben White. The comments are hilarious. I swear Ben White basically played for your club's new training ground and hasn't ever disrespected you either. Like, what's that got to do with anything? It's just a picture. Like, they did kind of mug him off.
Man said cold picture, you know. They're taking the piss.
I know. Hey, mate, we're still the banter club, you know. Yeah, we have been the banter club for what seems like a decade or more now, maybe. It probably is about a decade. You know, getting pumped by all the big teams, then we're still doing that. Losing to Crystal Palace, well, we've been doing that for years. Losing to Brighton, we've been doing that for years. You know, but then we go on little runs of form. And under Wenger, we ended up dropping out of top 4 because he couldn't quite do it anymore. And eventually we sacked him, right? Or told him he's got to go. We then get Unai Emery in, gets us to Europa League final with a bunch of shit players, and we get embarrassed, right? And we finish 5th, right? And people go, oh, we bottled top 4. No, we never. Granit fucking Xhaka kicked a Brighton player in the last minute, and they got a penalty and beat us. Yeah, Wilfried Zaha jumped behind Mustafi and went clean through on goal. 2 brain-dead footballers that were the damage that Arsene Wenger left him, yeah? But apparently, according to our fans, oh, this guy's changed the culture. Oh, yes, he's amazing. Okay, cool. How comes he's only beaten Palace once in 5 then? How comes the same things are still happening that were happening under the 2 previous managers, where we were losing to Brighton or to Palace, and now we're still doing it? And then all I've seen, right, and it is ridiculous, and this is why I've been calling it out since before this guy got the job. It's now a youth project. Oh, yeah, but we've got the youngest squad. Nobody expected us to get top 4. Well, no disrespect. When we were sat 4th with 3 games in hand, yeah, I think 90% of the online fan base expected us to get 4th because they were already fucking getting the bunting ready.
Now, of course, they remember talking about you got Champions League and that, bro. Hey, it's out there. It's out there in 8K, blood.
And now we've seen Tottenham score more goals in 3 games than we've scored in our last 13. And they're flying. What's the difference? Oh yeah, they got a world-class manager that's been there, done it, won the t-shirt, and wins everything. Yeah, the difference is as soon as we get a bit of pressure put on us, this lot flop. So he ain't changed the culture, has he? Because where's the leader? Where was the leader on Saturday? Where was the leader on Monday? Where was the person grabbing hold of that team and saying, listen, lads, don't fucking just do this? You know, I think it's ridiculous. We're going up against a Brighton team that hadn't won in 7 fucking games. They'd lost 6 of them. Yeah, and then we just sat there and let them dominate. We play Granit Xhaka at left back. Why? We've got a left back on the bench. Savage was on the bench. Yeah, he might be shit, but I'd rather actually have a left back there than take Xhaka out of midfield when Partey's already missing and leave another kid that's just joined the club this season to be a one-man midfield against Basuma and then Wepo. I mean, that's just asking for trouble. And that's what we got. We got you lot coming up soon. No doubt Ronaldo will turn into fucking Ronaldo of fucking olden times.
Hey, bro, listen, I wouldn't hold your breath. I wouldn't hold your breath, mate. I can't lie. The guy's awful. It's fucking awful, bro. So bad, like so bad, bro. Like, I just don't understand. He's literally the personification of GA ruining football, blood. When I think about that, I just see his face, blood. That's all I see, you know. Because this guy's been washed for years, you know. But because his GA has always been decent, people have still been trying to talk him into this top 3 thing, this Ballon d'Or thing and all that. Do you know what I mean? Bro, the guy's been shit for years. Do you know what I mean? And this is just what it is. And now you're seeing him like in his like basic form, everything stripped away, because now people are watching him every week and they're realizing he's shit. But bro, they wasn't watching Juventus. They were just literally,
just seeing the goal.
They were literally seeing he scored again, and they're saying, "Oh my god, he's unbelievable! Look at his age, he's unstoppable." Bro, the guy's been shit for years, bro. Do you know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And now they're seeing this. People are surprised, man. Call it what it is. It's all right to say he had a good career, but now he's rubbish. It's all right to say that. It's completely all right to say that. Karim Benzema is probably the best player in the world right now. He's 34.
Definitely.
Like, it is what it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? Ronaldo at 34 wasn't better than Karim Benzema. Like, it just is what it is. Like, that's just life, bro. I don't care how many goals and assists these men are saying he got. The guy's washed.
Yeah, he has been for years. He has been for years. And this is the thing, like, modern football has moved down this route of GA and XT and XP and all that. Fucking mate, we didn't need this when we were growing up watching proper legends of the game, did we? You could see whether it was a good player there or not. We didn't need to see how many passes he made or whether his pass accuracy was on point or how many goals he scored. You didn't need to see it. I don't even know what the most amount of goals Ronaldinho scored in a season is. I don't need to know how many goals he scored in one season. I don't need to know that to know they're top players, like some of the greats. Like, how many goals did R9 score in his best ever season? Nobody cares, bruv. But we all know he's one of the best, if not the best. Like, do you know what I'm saying? People debate that all day long. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah, and
shout out Yusuf as well, saying about Ivan Toney. I told man at the start of the season, when we sat in CR7, I said, I'd rather have Ivan Toney, bruv. These man clipped me and they were laughing at me, you know.
Bruv, I'm same. I said I'd take Ivan Toney, like fucking when he was at Brentford in the Championship. Yeah, I said that geezer's fucking sick. Yeah, absolutely sick. Yeah, and again, he's at the weekend. And again, it was a 2-yard out header with 3 centre-backs nowhere fucking near him because his movement is elite. Do you know what I mean? His movement is fucking insane. Yeah, and his passing Yeah, his link-up play, bro, that's mad underrated. Yeah, and like,
bro, his passing's nuts. Bro, the assist he got last week, bro. Listen, the weight of pass for that through ball that he played last week, and then another assist, a good weighted pass this week as well, bro. He's a finisher. He can create goals and he can hold the ball up and link it, bro. Like he's a great modern day centre forward, innit? He does a little bit of everything, and he's playing a bit deeper this season. Do you know what I mean? Like he's a very good player, man.
And he scored 3 times as many goals as the dwarf we have up front. Do you know what I find mad though, right? Is like because he's called Ivan Toney and he ain't got an exotic name, people won't rate him. That's it.
Facts.
That's exactly. If he was called Ivan Tonio, or something like that,
trust me,
rate him. Like I've seen people putting clips out of this Darwin Núñez guy at Benfica. Well done, you bagged a hat-trick at the weekend. You've scored about 30 goals in 30 games. Yeah, easy to do it in Portugal, isn't it? Yeah, now come to the big boy league and see if you can do it. Let's see if when you got Tarkowski fucking coming straight through you in the first minute. Let's see how you want that. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's no coincidence.
And like even this thing here, man saying if Ivan Toney's so good, why is he at Brentford? That's the most redundant argument that you'll ever hear, bro. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Listen, what's his name?
Ivan Toney started at Newcastle. In fact, Northampton.
Bro,
he's from Northampton. I think he was at Newcastle originally, and then they let him go to Peterborough, maybe.
Yeah, he was, but bro, Dan Juma was at Bournemouth, bro, and now man's mashing work in the Champions League. Like, mate, what does that mean?
Was at Real fucking Sociedad. Yeah, now he's the manager of Arsenal. Like, what does that even mean? That comment, what does that even mean, bro? Come on,
bro. That makes no sense, bro. Like Dan Juma went from Bournemouth to Champions League. Yep. Do you understand what I'm saying? So when man saying if he's so good, why is he at Brentford? That makes no sense. That makes no sense.
This summer. Yeah, he's seeing this.
But that's what I'm saying, bro. Gnabry's playing at Bayern Munich now, bro. That bro was at. I swear he was at like Sheffield United or Stoke or something.
Chupa-Moting.
No, Gnabry, bro. No, West Brom or something, innit?
Yeah, he went to West Brom on loan from Arsenal, and we flogged him.
West Brom, and man, brother, he was at West Brom on loan, and man told him he weren't good enough for West Brom.
Yeah, Pulis said he weren't good enough.
Sorry, what?
Chupa-Moting is the prime example, yeah. Chupa-Moting, everyone's going, oh yeah, fucking, he's at Stoke. Well, that guy's got fucking winners medals everywhere. Like he's been at PSG and now he's at Bayern. Yeah. So just because you're at a shittier club to the club that you support doesn't mean that you're. Well, listen, Chupa-Moting ain't a great player. Who's the guy? That's probably a bad example to use, but I've seen him come on and dominate fucking defenders and score winning goals in Champions League games. So it's always got to say, hey, yeah. So I don't think I've ever seen Lacazette do that. And who's the guy at Barcelona? What's his fucking name? The striker they've got.
Ferran.
Nah, the bald-headed guy, man. Oh, what's his fucking name?
No, they've got De Jong, Luke De Jong.
Nah, the striker. Fucking, what's his name? He's dog shit. And he's...
No, because they got De Jong, bro. It's De Jong, Depay, bro. Oh, you talking about Braithwaite. He's a scrub. I didn't, bro. Listen. He's a scrub. That guy is a bum.
That's the opposite way around. Just because you play for Barcelona doesn't mean you're a great player.
Facts.
Yeah, but just because
especially not in this day and age, it doesn't.
It's the same way around, isn't it? You play for Brentford. What? He's at Brentford. Yeah, he's at Brentford because nobody's realised and took a punt on him. Yeah, that he is actually good. But I'll tell you something, yeah, at the end of this season, he will not be at Brentford come the close of the transfer window. Yeah, that guy will be at a top team. It wouldn't surprise me if Newcastle even went for him. Yeah, Newcastle have got the dough. They could prize him away. He's a Liverpool fan. It wouldn't surprise me if he ended up at Liverpool. Yeah, although the way they play, would he fit in? He's got good link-up play. Maybe he would fit in. I think they're going to bin Firmino off this summer. So, I don't know. But just because you're playing for Barcelona don't mean you're a good player. And just because you're playing for Brentford don't mean you're crap.
Doesn't mean at all.
Look at the left-back.
Rafinha's playing for Leeds, bro.
Exactly. Look at Cucurella down at Brighton, that left-back.
He was at Barca, wasn't he?
Sick. That boy is sick, bruv. Yeah, Hugh Wizzy lookalike. He is absolutely, absolutely class. Yeah, and I don't even know how much they must have got him for about 50 quid or something, man. They've just paid for his flight on EasyJet. It was mad. Yeah, bargain. Yeah, and like I've never understood that. It's like somebody put in my chat yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday, saying if Mikel Arteta won the Champions League, you'd still find something to argue about and moan about. He can't even fucking qualify for it, mate. Like, so what is that argument? He can't even get in the competition. So come back to me when he wins it, and we'll have the conversation. Yeah, he ain't going to be at the club long enough. Because I tell you what, if he does manage to get top 4, which he ain't, but if he does, yeah, he is getting sacked next season. And if he doesn't get top 4, I still think he's getting sacked anyway next season. Yeah, well, there's a chance we could still finish 8th. I think we're only about 5 points off 8th place. Yeah, and we've still got to play Chelsea this month. We've still got to play you straight after. We've got West Ham straight after that. Like, then we've got Leeds. Then we've got Tottenham. Yeah, by the time we come to that Tottenham game, top 4 could be finished.
Yeah.
Like if we got Southampton at the weekend, yeah, and they just held 6 against Chelsea, right? But they're going to want a resurgence and a comeback. Yeah, and they've played pretty well against us over the last few years since he's been our manager, right? So it wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. And I think the strikers back as well this weekend. So it wouldn't surprise me one bit if we didn't pick up any points against them lot. Then we go into Chelsea away. Well, that ain't happening. They could be out the Champions League by then. Do you know what I mean? Right. Then we go to Man United at home. You know, it's mad, mate. We've conceded 1 goal less than Brighton this season. 1. It's fucking peak. I put a thing out on my Instagram yesterday saying, no joke, would you take Danny Welbeck over Lacazette? And the poll's on about 70-odd%, nearly 80% saying, yeah, Danny Welbeck's got work rate. Lacazette's got work rate. Yeah? That's what everyone keeps telling me. Danny Welbeck is a better fucking footballer this season as it stands than Lacazette has been. Yeah, and they both score about the same amount of goals. So one of them can play left wing, and up front, and will fucking work his nuts off. You play him at left back, Welbeck, he'll do a job. Yeah, Lacazette, all he does is spend his time on the floor and crying to referees. Yeah, it's mad. It's fucking mad, mate. We've done 250 million with this manager, and we've got worse. We're like, this guy has not got us to the level we were at under Unai Emery in the Premier League. Yeah, somebody put something out the other day. Let me see if I still got it on my phone. Yeah, this is mad, right? Because everyone's going down this narrative of, yeah, we've got better. We're better now. Yeah, blah, 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 right? Let me quickly find it. There it is. Match week 30. So we've played 30 games, right? Unai Emery in his only full season, after 30 games, was sat 4th. 6 losses, 2.1 goals per game, plus 24 goal difference in the Europa League quarter. Mikel Arteta on his 3rd season, currently sat 5th, 10 losses, 1.5 goal score per game, plus 9 goal difference. How the fuck's that progress then? We ain't progressed in 2.5 years.
Yeah, it's not looking like it.
And we've done 250. If we gave Unai Emery 250, we'd be in a title race. We'd not win it because I don't think he's that level. Yeah, but we would have been definitely competing in Europe. 100%. I mean, look at what he's doing at Villarreal. He's got 1 foot in a semi-final, for fuck's sake, with that. Like, his team's full of fucking Spurs rejects and Coquelin. It's fucking
facts, bro.
Coquelin played left wing against Bayern Munich the other day in that 1-0 win. He played left wing. Yeah, Parejo was in midfield. I mean, he's in his 30s. Raul Albiol was nearly fucking 40. He was playing centre-back. Foyth at right-back. Lo Celso at right wing. Yeah, then they brought Serge Aurier off the bench. They've got Iborra on the bench. He's about 30-odd, like 36. It's mad. He's got that in a Champions League quarter-final after winning the Europa League against our 2 shit clubs. It's mad, mate. Yeah, and the way the narrative just gets pushed out all the time, like just after a couple of wins or like a couple of draws or an unbeaten run, it's fucking jarring, man. It really is. It's jarring as fuck. And then as soon as we get 2 losses in a row, or 3 out of 4, all of a sudden everyone comes around to the same way of thinking. It's like, well, where you been all season? All these little pricks that come in my chat when we're winning on a watch along, I ain't seen you all weekend. It's been quiet. Where you all disappeared to? I ain't seen you since fucking Aston Villa.
But this is what they do. They disappear and then they just pop up. Like, do you know what I'm saying? And that's just what they do, bro. I mean, that's why I just don't take this thing seriously when man are trying to chat shit, because it's like, literally, yeah, when man are losing and that, these man will be on, like, when the thing's going their way, these man will be in your mentions, bro. Like, there's this dickhead that always emails me, bro. Like, when Man United,
he tags me in them as well,
bro. Brother, I got an email from him, I think yesterday. It was the first time in so long. I thought that he gave up.
I blocked him. I blocked his email.
Yeah. Yeah, bro.
He
Listen,
tags
I
me,
thought he
tags
gave up.
Saeed, he tags all of us, and I don't know why he tags
Bro,
me.
I thought this brother gave up because I hadn't heard from him in so long. I was actually starting to miss him, you know. I just thought I don't know. I thought maybe he became a fan, bro. And
Like,
just
can you go and check
yeah,
on him?
yeah, bro. I was thinking, where's he gone? You know what I'm saying? It's a bit mad. Do you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, do you know what I mean? Back out of the blue, like. So yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's actually mad, mate. It happens to me as well. You're in the mud. You're in the mud, mate. Am I in the mud? We're currently sat fifth in the table. I've been telling you that all season this manager's shit. I've been telling you for nearly 2.5 years he's shit. I've been telling you to take us back 5 years, and then all you get now is, oh yeah, but you know we've got the youngest squad and the youngest manager. We didn't expect after the first 3 games to get top 4. Yeah, but you did all expect with 3 games in hand sat 4th to get top 4, though, didn't you? You idiots. Yeah, and now we've spunked all them games in hand. Now what? Right? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, big up to everyone watching, man. There's 1,800 here right now. Make sure you subscribe to Rance's channel. It's in the title. Just click it. It takes you straight there. Make sure you subscribe to his Twitch as well. The link's in the title. No, it's not. It's in the pinned comments. So make sure you go and follow and subscribe to that. And make sure you subscribe to me as well. I'm going to rifle through these super chats real quick. Big up for the super sticker to the Wolves F1. I see. I don't know if you've seen the video doing the round of the Wolves fan giving it all of that to Villa. Have you seen it?
No.
Mate, the kid's going nuts. He's like, come on. He's fucking.
Was it a young kid?
Yeah, he must be early 20s at best, mate. Like 21, 20. He's going nuts, mate, to the Villa fan. Funny, proper funny. There's jokes. Big up to Chike as well. What are your thoughts on the 2-2 between Man City and Liverpool? Do you think Thiago should have got a red for the sack of Silva? And thoughts on Ten Hag? We've done the Ten Hag one. That game, by the way, if anyone thinks Mikel Arteta can get Arsenal onto that level, you're lying. Yeah, that game was fucking insane, mate. That was so good. Some of the fucking tight areas where they were passing around, and mate, it was crazy. Mahrez should have won it at the end as well. Yeah, I don't know.
Bro, listen, yeah, City dominated that game, man. Like Liverpool, like were very efficient with their chance conversions. You know what I mean? But they definitely shit house. They shit house their way to a draw. Still, like they got outplayed, innit? Like I don't think they had a spell for more than 10 minutes that they looked decent. Other than that, they looked pretty average, bro. Like when it was. I think in the first half, after the first goal went in, it looked like it could have been an absolute steamroller. It looked like it was going to be a 4-0, and then their goal come out of nothing, and then it was 2-1. Yeah. Then it was 2-1. Then it looked like it was going to be 4-1, and then they equalized again. It's crazy, but do you know what I mean? That's testament to how ruthless Liverpool are on the break, bro. Do you know what I mean? I can't even lie. It's testament to that, bro.
That game was quality, though, man. It was
2 red cards, though. Fabinho should have gone. Thiago should have gone. Like the referee was on the payroll, bro.
I think I'm not sure about Thiago's one, if I'm honest, because I think the first yellow or the only yellow he got, I think the ref could have said, "Oh, calm down a little bit." But listen, you see him give it, and then after that, then he probably should have sent him off. But I don't think the yellow he got was warranting a yellow card. It was just he went in. It weren't like he was malicious with it. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. You can't change it now. But yeah, it was a good game of football. And I'll tell you something, yeah, we are nowhere near that level with what we've got at the minute, which is kind of painful. Big up to Nathan as well. And thank you for that, Chike. Nathan says, Lee, did you see Ruben Neves' link? Funny how this club drops a positive transfer story after a couple of losses. The PR is insane. Yeah. I'm sick of our fans sticking up for the club. This is the same Ruben Neves, by the way, that our fans were all cussing off the other week when he said that we are celebrating too much after winning the game against them. But there we go. And this is what we do, mate. It wouldn't surprise me if it was Football London that have put that story out. Yeah, the same Football London. Yeah, that said Granit Xhaka was going to Rome. Yeah, like they're fucking that is the most clapped newspaper out there, mate. But big up to you, Nathan. Appreciate it, man. Big up to Kool-Aid Luke as well. Imagine the scenes if Unai wins the Champions League and Arteta fails to get top 4. Could you imagine? Like I said to you maybe a month ago, I said there's going to be an off-key team that could go all the way this year. Yeah, I know we're fucking sat here and listen, Bayern Munich, you know they're going to come all guns blazing against them. Yeah, but he rested his whole 11 at the weekend pretty much.
Yeah, he's not playing games, man.
Unai Emery pretty much literally just rested everyone and said, fuck it, we're going for this Champions League. If he gets them to a semi, mate, they've only ever won one trophy in their history, and that was last season when he won the Europa League. Yeah, if he gets them to a Champions League semi or even final, bro, they might as well just put the statue outside the ground. First two seasons there, he wins the Europa League and gets to a Champions League semi, even getting to a quarterfinal after beating Juve, mate. Their squad is fucking garbage, mate. Other than Dan Juma, Moreno maybe, and Chiquizzi, they ain't really got a fucking lot. Oh, and Pau Torres, he's pretty good. Yeah. Other than that, it's just pensioners and fucking Spurs rejects. It's mad. But yeah, it would be funny if they won it. Lee, Arsenal is a marketing project, not an EPL team. We dropped some more merch the other day, by the way. More merch, but it is what it is. No doubt they'll just fucking get the retro link merch out again. Thank you, Kirk. Big up to Troy as well. If you want to hear some delusion, watch Lee Judge's stream from last night. I did watch it, actually. Harry and Tom were using straw men to discredit fans who don't defend the cone man. I did actually watch it today. So yeah, I'm just going to say nothing. I'll just say nothing. Who's the most overrated, says Mike, and thank you for your donation as well, buddy.
Has to be Maguire, because Maguire plays for England. He plays for England and he costs 85 million.
Yeah, White
Ben White play for, oh yeah, Ben White does play for England. Oh,
you'd have to say Maguire, based on the fact that fans gassed this guy up when he signed for you after being relegated 3 times. Yeah, and the fact that he gets in your starting 11, and again, it had to be him, didn't it? The deflection came off of him. Like, he's just the only surprise for me is it weren't off his fucking moon head. Do you know what I mean? It was like,
bruv, he just stood right in front of the keeper. He's an absolute idiot, bro.
Yeah, he is shit. They're both as bad as each other. They both have moments where they do something that looks all right, but they then have moments where they just are so nicking a living. It is mad. Like both of them.
Yep.
The only difference between Maguire and White is Maguire can head a ball and White can't, but White can come out of the defense with his feet comfortably, and Maguire can't. It's a much of a muchness. They're both shit. And 130 mil. We said this on Friday. 130 mil for them two.
Yeah,
mate,
it's crazy.
It's corruption at its finest. Big up to Taran as well. Arteta doesn't trust his own signing at left back, but expects us to trust his process. The arrogance of the guy. Mate, it's true. That is so true as well, by the way. And then when you look at it, yeah, we got rid of 6 players in January and didn't replace any of them. Yeah, and our fans were sitting there, yeah, with the klaxons out, yeah, fucking bunting out, party poppers. Oh, we've fucking saved all of this off the wage bill. Yeah, well done, mate. Yeah, well done. Yeah, well done. Yeah, we could have done with fucking Doozy in midfield yesterday or Saturday. We could have done with fucking Maitland-Niles maybe at left back. He's played there a few times for us and been decent. He's now sitting on the bench at Rome. Doozy's in the French national team. Salaba's in that team. Lucas Torreira won Player of the Month last season at the club he's at in Italy. It's like all the players have Aubameyang smacked 10 goals already since he's left Arsenal. It's like every player that gets away from this manager, mate, seems to do better. Mad, isn't it? Actually fucking insane. Crazy. But there we go. What do I know? I'm negative. But it is what it is. But yeah, listen, we are going to wrap this up in a couple of minutes, people. Big up to everybody who has watched live as well. Big up to everyone who's put a comment in and super chat and all of that as well. I do appreciate it. There's another one there as well. You lot are mad. Arsenal fans didn't want Conte because he's too defensive. Still doing wonders with Spurs, scoring in bunches. Conte would have made top 4 with Arsenal easy. Absolute fact, mate. I think Wenger, if we sacked Arteta now, and I'm going to say this right now, yeah, if we sacked Arteta right now and put Wenger in charge for them last 8 games, we get top 4. Yeah, 100%.
I wouldn't be surprised, bro. I'm gonna be real.
And I don't rate Wenger. I ain't rated Wenger for a long time, but I'll tell you what, he's light years clear of Arteta, even now in his 70s. Not managed for a few years. It's actually fucking insane. I don't understand how people are watching this crap every week. And like, no, and it's funny that guy mentioned about Judge's stream last night, because Harry made a point on there that you go through the Premier League's top goal scorers this season, yeah, and Emmanuel Dennis is level with Saka. and he's playing for
Right.
Watford, who are in the relegation. So it's like, are we actually as good as people are saying we are? Because I don't see it. You know, our top goal scorer is Smith Rowe, I think, and Saka. I think they're drawing. I don't know, but if you go and have a look at the teams in the bottom of the table, I put this on my Insta earlier. Timo Pukki has scored 8 goals this season in 30 games. King has scored 5 in 28. Rodriguez 2 in 26. Calvert-Lewin 3 in 13. Laka has 4 in 25. So all of the teams that are down the bottom 4, their goal scorers are all there or thereabouts on level par with fucking Lacazette. Timo Pukki's actually outscored him. King's outscored him. It's fucking mad. Yeah, but this guy, our fans, oh, he's got work rate. Give him a new contract. Oh, come on. And the thing that winds me up the most is he's bombed out players out of this football club that were under contract and wanted to play for the club, like Guendouzi. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you're now rewarding players like Lacazette and Eddie Nketiah chance after chance when they're both not under contract as of the 30th of June at midnight. They're leaving in the summer. Why keep playing them? I don't get it.
Yeah,
I genuinely do not get it, mate. It's fucking mad. Lee, do a Muppet Twitter. It's not Muppet Twitter anymore, mate. We've opened it up. It's Arsenal Muppet Social. Yeah, it's not just Twitter. We can do Facebook. We can do Insta. We can do YouTube. We can do Twitter, bruv. We can maybe even do TikTok. But yeah, that'll be coming this week. Don't worry. Probably Wednesday. Yeah, because I've seen a lot of crap about VAR. Oh, they're against us. No, Martinelli was offside, mate. Yeah, it was offside. I don't know what anyone's fucking not thinking it's offside for. Then he runs all the way to the medic, runs straight past Arteta. What does that tell you? Straight to the medic. And then Nuno Tavares, whose confidence is in the bin because of this manager, he goes up and cuddles him. Then it gets ruled off. Yeah, and I'll tell you something, he now can't play Tavares for the rest of the season because if he does, why didn't he play him? It'll go against him not playing him at Brighton. So then it shows that he's fucked up. And because he's an arrogant prick, and a control freak, he ain't going to play that kid again. Yeah, I genuinely believe that. But there we go. Anyway, Saliba recorded this 20-second clean sheet yesterday. Mate, I said this on the stream the other day. Saliba's been booked, unless he got booked in that game yesterday, which I don't know because I didn't watch it. But he's been booked 6 times this season, Saliba, in about 40 games, 38 games or something. There's 6 bookings, and 3 of them are coming stoppage time, which tells you he ain't fucking rash. Yeah, and they're second in the table as well, by the way. Yeah, I think they're about 10 or 12 points off of PSG.
Mad.
Yeah, they've done all right. They've done all right. They won in the Conference League the other night as well, so they got 1 foot in the semi of that. Big up to this guy for the donation, Anand. Thank you, mate. Big up Lee Curtis Shaw for sticking to your Arteta outs. I've been Arteta out since November 19 before the prick got the job, man. You know this. He didn't get booked yesterday. There you go. Bro, what you got coming up?
Got a show with Baines at 7:30. Then I should have a show with Adam at 9 today.
There you go. Go and check out Rance's Twitch. It is pinned to the comments in the live chat. Go and show some love to that. Very quickly, Anish, 26-month member today. Barcelona is a process. Dire straits in the summer, yet assembled a decent squad by January. Arteta spent 250 in 2 seasons, and we've still a poor squad. 100%, mate. 100%. But trust the process. If you can't see what Arteta's doing, mate, you can fuck off down the lane to an elite manager who's currently in Champions League spot. Yeah, with a top striker, who, by the way, is fucking assist for fucking Son's goal. He looked over his shoulder and then deliberately fucking flicked the header onto him. It was like, what a player! He is fucking class, Harry Kane.
Yeah, he's different, man.
It's Tottenham. Who gives a shit? Yeah, they're not my fucking rival, mate. So I can say what I want. Chelsea are the rivals. That's what it should be. But listen, big up to 1750 still here. We're getting out of here. Smash the likes up. We're not even on 500. You lot are wasters. Yeah, you're moving like fucking Xhaka at left back. So make sure you smash the likes up. And I'll be back again tomorrow with Goonie, Northside and Eunice at 2 p.m. UK time. Until then, I'll tear out. Laters.